Okay, real quickly, I just want to hit up one of these issues, one of these ideas, one of these situations where I'm watching these playoff games, where I'm watching these games at all, and I hear the commentator, in this case it's Tony Romo, who seemed to have started all this nonsense, of the double team. And he's constantly yelling double team when it's not a double team. At least he did in past years. We'll see this playoff how much he does that. I've heard now other commentators say that whack-a-mole stuff. There can be brackets. That's not exactly a double team. That's leverage, and it's an assignment-oriented pattern match. If the receiver runs a certain pattern, it will be a double team, but that's not. But if he doesn't, it's not a double team. So it's a bracket, okay? And then there are of course man matching and zone matching. This is actually none of that. It's not a bracket. It's not a zone match. It's not a pattern match. Okay. This safety looks like he's man, but he's spelling. This is Todd Bowles' Tampa defense against the Bengals. You've got this guy bailing. You've got this guy already far off. Why? See that deep safety? They're going into cover 3. Looks like a man over here, but he's moving into cover 3. This safety's coming up for the zone and the flat area. And since he sees this running back coming out here, he's racing up for the running back. Now, I don't know why the obsession with the double team stuff. I think it's something simple that the commentator can shoot out there. Maybe the networks want him to say this, and then he can just say it, and then the fans can look for it, and it's matchup football, right? So it's like, oh, double team on a great receiver, and it gets exciting, right? Last year, he was saying it was a double team when in the end zone, when the cornerback lines up on the inside shoulder leverage and uses the sideline in the end zone as leverage and as like help in his coverage, almost like an extra man. So you could call it a double team from the sideline, but I mean, it wasn't a double team. And even then he was yelling that there were double teams. It's just crazy. So here he's yelling double team. Watch this guy right here. Watch that safety. There he comes. He's racing up into this flat zone, and he's going to grab that running back. He's already eyeing the running back. He's already racing up for it. It's probably a match. It's probably a 3 match, not just a regular cover 3. So that cornerback will just take this guy. It will look like man, but it's a cover 3 or a 3 match. That's it. There is no double team. I don't need the old 22 to tell me this either. I'll throw it one more time, and believe me, there's other times I could break things down in the Buffalo Bills playoffs last year. He was yelling double team. It was zone match and stuff like that. And that's more complicated to show you, and I could do all that. This is real simple. Just cover 3. That cornerback's gone off the screen. The safety's gone off the screen. This guy's about to go off the screen, and that guy comes up for the flat, that running back. Okay? That's it. Throws underneath. There's that cornerback in the deep safety. The cornerback on the deep third. There's the safety coming up already. So you know that was a match. If there was someone crossing, he would have come up hard. And taken that man. So it was a 3 match. But that's it. And this happens time and again. It's not just Romo. It's a lot of guys out there. Just for the fans, just if anybody's watching this, just so you know, almost never is it a blatant double teams anymore. I mean, you do that and you're going to get, even in college, there's too many good players. You're going to get burned by so many others. I understand how this number 1 right here, Chase, is incredibly fast. He's incredibly talented, I know. But you can't just double team. No one really does that as a base scheme or concept anymore. You can throw it in maybe a little bit of mix, but usually it's a bracket anyway, which has an assignment orientation to it based on the pattern distribution.